Operation plans for an airline network which consists of schedule, fleet, crew, and passengers are typically developed from 2 days to a couple of hours prior to the actual flight. These plans are usually finalized in the Operation Control Center, or OCC, which brings together analysts and professionals from several departments responsible for different areas of airline operations. Similarly to the network-level operations, plans for ground activities and airport and hub-related activities are planned in the same framework 2 days to a couple of hours before operations. And up until recently, these plans were not very tightly integrated and mostly related to airport resource management. To overcome this disadvantage, there was a concept recently created in the industry of hub control center, which will bring together everything related to airline operations in an airport, including aircraft turnaround, passenger connections, bag handling, and cargo connections, as well as resource management such as gates and hard stands, and management of under-wing and over-wing crew. Obviously, the best theoretical solution is to create one system which would know everything and would come up with a decision-making process which will optimize operations on all levels. However, Operation Control Center typically deals with hundreds of flights, and for every one of these flights there are hundreds of activities which need to happen on the ground to make sure that this flight is on time and operated properly. So bringing all of this together creates a system which is way too complex to be able to react in the operational environment where solutions have to be delivered in a very short amount of time. Hence, airline really needs both Operation Control Center to handle operations on the network level and one or even several hub control centers to manage operations on the ground at the airport. Obviously, decisions made in Operation Control Center and in Hub Control Center affect each other. So systems which are used in these centers and processes which are implemented there should be integrated so that they don't provide a solution that contradict each other. Technology supports integration of Hub Control Center and Operation Control Center on several levels. First of all, even to develop a technology, a common set of definitions should be identified, and common objectives, constraints, and processes which correlate to each other needs to be developed. Second level of integration is data integration for Operation Control Center and Hub Control Centers to come up with consistent and efficient solution. The data we access should be up to date, should provide a complete picture of current operations, and needs to be available for all parties involved. The next level of integration is integration on the decision making or decision support systems. This would guarantee that systems which are used in Operation Control Center and Hub Control Center know about the factors which affect their performance and account for them in their automated decision-making processes. And the final level of integration for Operation Control Center and Hub Control Center is integration with third parties. That might be air traffic controllers, airport operators, other airlines which a particular airline collaborates with. Both Operation Control Center and Hub Control Center go through 3 stages in their day-to-day activities. They do tactical planning when they monitor operations, and if anything goes off plan, they recover to bring operations back to the plan. In all of these stages integration is very important, but the most benefit it will bring into the recovery stage. As I said earlier, creating one big system which will account for all factors and all activities is infeasible at this point. So we introduce a concept of local and global recovery. In global recovery, a disruption an airline has to deal with affects a big part of airline network, and therefore Operation Control Center takes a leading role, recovers the network, and gives each hub control center a set of restrictions under which they need to operate. However, sometimes an airport can recover from a disruption using its own resources, and in this case it would provide a feedback to the Operation Control Center on a successful recovery, or if it realizes that it's not possible to recover, it would advise a network on propagation of a delay into the network.